Hey guys, Megan here with REACHRIGHT. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to apply for and get the Google grant. If you haven't heard about this, then come along. Let's go to the computer and get started. All right, if you don't already have the Google grant, this is a great advertising platform for nonprofits. So Google does give a $10,000 a month advertising account to nonprofits that qualify. So your first step is going to be getting the Google for Nonprofit account. If you don't already have an account, we're going to go ahead and click Get Started. You're going to want to make sure that the Gmail account that is associated that you're starting with is the correct one. Everything is tied together, so make sure if this is not the right account that it's showing you that you go in and choose the right one. I am using my REACHRIGHTstudios.com account, so I'm just going to click Continue. This is just going to take us through some questions about your organization. So I've already got several accounts in here. Yours will probably be blank. It should just say New Request. You're going to click this button right here. Organizations that are not eligible for the grant are listed here below. So you are not a school, an academic institution, or a university. You can't be a hospital or healthcare organization, and you're not a governmental entity organization. So as long as you're not any of these, go ahead and click Next. This is just asking you, where is your organization registered? Mine that I'm doing today is in the United States, so I'm just gonna click Next. All right, so this is kind of telling us here, what we're gonna need right off the bat is your the nonprofit EIN number. You will also need the 501c3. Have that stuff ready before you click Next, otherwise you're gonna have to start all over. We are gonna be submitting this right away. Percent is the company that does the nonprofit verifications for Google. So the information that we're submitting, that company Percent is going to be doing the verification. They handle all of this initial setup here. So this says it's about 10 minutes. So let's begin. All right, so this is just saying Percent's gonna verify. It's going to make sure that you are of a qualified 501. So we're just gonna hit Next. Here's where it's asking you, give us the full name of your legal organization. Now, this name does not necessarily need to match what's on your 501. If you've done like a name change or something, but you will start typing in your organization's information here. If it's found, so like here, I've typed in a portion of this church's name, and then I'm going to see if they already have something. So right here, this is, sometimes you might see that nothing is found and then you're just gonna enter all the information manually. This specific organization that I'm working on today is found right here. So their EIN number, I'm just making sure matches what the client gave me, which it does. So I'm just gonna go down here and click Next. Now, if your organization hasn't done anything yet before, or it's not already in the system, you can click I can't find my organization, and then you'll just manually type in the name, the address. It's going to ask you for the EIN number. It's going to ask you for to upload your documentation there. So let's just click Next here. It's asking what are my contact details. So because I am the one that's filling out the form, I'm going to add myself and the email address that I want them to contact me by. If you want newsletters, tips, and surveys, you can check this box here. I personally do not, so I'm leaving that unchecked. Last thing, we are just confirming that I am, since I'm filling this out, a representation of the organization, that we do not discriminate against any person, group, or people in the hiring practices, and that I have read Google's nonprofit terms. So I am agreeing to the terms and conditions, and I'm clicking Submit. So now our nonprofit account application has been submitted. Now you'll see here that this is going to take about 2 to 14 business days. Right away, Percent will send you an email. So this is the email I literally just received. So it's attached to, it's sent to me because I'm the one that just submitted everything, and it's saying we're working with Google to process your application, verify your email address. So I'm just going to click this button here. Verifies that I obviously submitted that application. Thanks for verifying. Now I will get another email in just a second that should also say they are going to reach out to the organization. A lot of times with that, it's going to be the email address that's listed on their account. So sometimes that's more of a generic email like an info@ or a contact@. Percent's going to send them an email as well that's going to say, hey, Megan Hyatt has put in an application. Are you okaying her working on your behalf? You just click yes or no on that email, and then they'll still proceed with the verification. So this can take up to 14 days. Most of the time it's only a couple of days, but I have had in the past, there are occasional accounts that will take a full 14 days. So if you don't hear anything for a little while, just be patient. As soon as you get an email, that is going to be percent saying that you have either qualified for a nonprofit account or not. So it's been a couple of days. We've gotten our nonprofit account that just got approved. So this is the email that's coming saying, welcome, let's get started. Good news, you've been verified and you're eligible for a nonprofit account. We're gonna go ahead and go to that account. So there are a couple ways you can either follow directly from this email. So we're just gonna click activate products. It is going to take us to google.com/nonprofits. Remember this to choose the correct email address that you initially signed up with. Otherwise it's not gonna find you. So once this loads, you're gonna find your organization listed there. So we're gonna click activate products. So you'll see here, this actually has your organization's information. So all of the products that are included from the Google nonprofit account are below. So you guys have access to Google Workspace for nonprofit. So if you want to verify your domain through here, you can have email addresses, 30 gigabytes of storage space. The Google Ad Grant is within here. So this is why we had to have this account first, so that now we can apply for the Google Ad Grant. So we're just going to click Get Started. All right, applying for the Google Ad Grant is a little more involved. So now it's asking us a little bit more information about the organization itself. So now that we got verified by percent, we are legit a nonprofit. So now Google is saying, what are you planning on doing with this Google Ad Grant? So we're going to enter our website address. Obviously, because we're talking about a Google Ads account that this grant is used through, we do have to have a website. So having a website, it's got to be a secure domain. So it does have to be an HTTPS. If it's not a secure website, if your website is not SSL secure, it will be denied right away. So make sure your website is secure, which just means that it has the padlock right up here in the URL. So I'm adding the website in and I'm gonna click submit. And now it's just asking us to watch a welcome video. You're gonna need to watch this. This is gonna give you some tips on how to use your Google Ads account. This is telling you why Google is partnering with nonprofits to give you the tools that you need to set up a good account and a good campaign to get started. Once you've watched this, I think it's about 5 minutes or so, you'll just click the box, I have watched the welcome video, and then we're going to submit our activation request. This does take 3 business days. Thank you for your interest in Google Ad Grants. You'll receive an update within 3 business days. So we will get an email back from Google for Nonprofits that will either be a welcome to Google Ads, and then it will have our ads account that we'll start setting up after that. Or it will be, hey, you've been denied for the Google Ad Grants because, and it will give you several reasons regarding either your website's content, something like that. It'll be pretty specific on why you didn't get approved. Don't be worried if you do get denied the first time that you did submit your application. They give you a chance to fix the problem. So if it is just that your website was not SSL secure, you can go get an SSL certificate, pop that on there, reapply. You can apply as many times as you need to.
Thanks for joining us for this tutorial. If you liked the video, consider hitting that subscribe button because we like to release content like this all the time that help out viewers just like you. We'll see you in the next one.